We have question 9 in this video. I'm going to do question A in the first part and B in the next video. But we have the point P has coordinates P plus 4 minus 5 and Q has the coordinates 8, 2P. We have that PQ is a straight line with a gradient of 3, and we have to show that 2P plus 5 equals 12 minus 3P for 3 marks. Now, it's a show that question, so we have to show all of the steps. So what we need to know is, first of all, it says the gradient is 3, so we can start to find the gradient of PQ in terms of P, and we will do that as follows. Now pause the video if you want to have a go at it. I'm only doing A in this video, but we have M, P, Q, and that's going to be Q2, sorry, I'm still getting this wrong, so finally it's YQ minus YP divided by XQ minus XP and we'll start to substitute in. So the point Q is given as 8 2B, and the XQ is the 8, and the YQ is this 2P, 8 is the XQ, and 2P is the YQ. For P, we have P plus 4, and P plus 4 is the point XP, and we have minus 5. Is that one? We can then substitute those in with that knowledge. So YQ sorry, is 2P, and YQ is 2P, YP is minus 5. Watch out for your negatives, but we've got 2 negatives, so minus 5. Then XQ is 8 and XP is P plus 4. And let's equate that to 3. I would give you the first mark for substituting in, and once we tidy this up, I would give you 2 marks for getting this line, so that makes a positive. 8 minus P and minus 4 is 4 minus P. And equating that to 3 is the second mark. But we have to show that 2P plus 5 equals 12 minus 3P. If you're looking at this, especially in an exam situation where it's stressful, then this will be difficult. But all you have to do is, you see you've got 2p plus 5 on the left hand side of that equation. The 4 minus p is on the bottom of the fraction, so if we multiply both sides by 4 minus p, we can cancel out the 4 minus p on the bottom. So doing that gives us and you might notice by this point, or you should notice, that if you just expand those brackets, you should get the desired result. Getting this last bit is the third mark. To get that, you would have to show this step instead of just jumping the gun and going from this part and then writing down this, because you've been given that and you have to show that this holds. So that one, it looks daunting, but this again would be one of the more difficult questions in the exam. It's an unseen type question, like all of these 10 questions are, and they're designed to be the sort of questions that you have to think about. So getting even half marks on any of these questions is a good sign. So I hope you found this useful. I will do 9b in the next video, but thank you for watching and best of luck with the studying.